Gladicat was walking on the Roman streets, when suddenly, joy turns to terror. Soldiers seize him, and his forced journey has begun. He was forced to show and use his surviving skills. Gladicat was Cat, with great fighting and combat skills. As the time was passing by, he started friendship with his comrades. He stayed for a very long period of time in the Colosseum. His eyes were showing anger, fury, and huge determination to win. Through his eyes, you could see fear from the unknown, but his bravery was stronger. The next morning was his first step into the arena, the huge Colosseum. The crowds were curious. Who is this gladiator with such a brave heart and amazing combat skills? It was his fate to become Gladiator. He won his first fight, leaving behind everyone being amazed. The whole arena was screaming his name. Gladicat, Gladicat, Gladicat.
The crowd's ravenous roar echoes through the arena, a symphony of bloodlust and anticipation. In a moment of fierce anticipation, Gladicat's eyes narrow, reflecting a glint of determination and the cold calculation of a seasoned fighter. The colossal gate of the Colosseum grinds open, unveiling Felix. A piercing gaze of disbelief and sorrow locks between Gladicat and Felix, their shared past now overshadowed by the grim reality of their brutal confrontation. A thrilling chase unfolds as they narrowly evade the heavy boots of patrolling guards. The air hangs thick with a pungent mix of exotic spices and decaying refuse, painting a vivid tableau of their rugged freedom. In the heart of the Colosseum arena, Gladicat and Felix dance on the edge of destiny, their steel glinting under the unforgiving sun. Blades poised, their eyes meet in a silent symphony. In the heat of battle, a deep, unspoken bond surfaces, silencing the roaring crowd. In the heart of the Colosseum arena, the taskmaster's whip shatters the silence, unleashing a brutal ballet of reluctant gladiators. Gladicat and Felix, bound by fate, clash in a desperate dance, their every strike a lament against their grim reality. The arena echoes with the thud of steel against steel, each blow a testament to the gladiator's internal struggle between survival and despair. In the heart of the Colosseum's brutal spectacle, Felix's gaze locks with his opponent. Amidst the clash of steel and desperate cries, a fleeting gesture of understanding passes between Felix and his adversary. Weathered stones whisper the stories of past battles. Gladicat and Felix stand in the center of the arena, a battlefield tainted with blood and sweat. They refuse to fight. Throw them in a cage, the Imperator said. Thick and rusted, its surface is pockmarked with the scars of time. The bolt is heavy, embedded deep into the stone frame. Behind it, only darkness waits. Gladicat and Felix stumble as they are thrown into the Colosseum's underbelly. The dim light offers only the outline of iron bars and stone walls. They cannot break us this easily, Gladicat whispered. We are gladiators. Voice steady despite the hunger clawing at her ribs. The dirt floor, the cold walls, the towering bars, all reminders of their imprisonment. But beyond them lies a sliver of hope. We are not slaves, we are gladiators, Felix said, with voice heavy with emotion, trying to encourage Gladicat to stay strong. The air between them is thick with understanding. We will not perish here. We do not belong here, said Felix. Heavy iron bars loom over the rough stone walls, casting eerie shadows. The night air carries whispers of forgotten cries. The darkness presses in, suffocating. The guard watches, his face obscured by shadow. The scent of damp earth and rust lingers. Felix, voice barely above a whisper, pleads. His sincerity fills the air like an unspoken vow. The walls of their prison, worn by time, bear witness to his desperation. Felix is tired and crushed, but he must stay strong, he was thinking. Faces twist in rage, the energy of their condemnation crackling through the air. Finally, after 1 week staying in the cage without food, finally they can see light again. The sun is shining like never before. They have a feeling that are free. I told you they cannot break us. We are gladiators, Gladicat said. I'm just very happy that after a long time, you're standing beside me, Gladicat, Felix said. The sun rises over the Grand Colosseum, its golden rays illuminating the towering stone walls. Dust swirls through the air as the arena stands silent, awaiting the next great spectacle. The echoes of past battles linger in the wind, whispering stories of warriors who fought for glory. Today, a new chapter begins. A feline gladiator prepares for battle. An Gladicat's sword clashed against a training dummy. A shadow of doubt crept into his mind. Was he training to survive, or merely postponing the inevitable? Gladicat, his fur matted with sweat and dust. His lithe form moves with fluid grace, turning rigorous training into a mesmerizing display of strength and precision. In the dimly lit weight room, Gladicat's muscles strain with each lift of the heavy stone weights, the air thick with the scent of iron and exertion. His grunts echoing through the silent, heavy atmosphere. Today's training is brutal. He must survive. Gladicat is thinking, will he survive or tomorrow will be his end? The moonlight filters through a small window, casting a silver glow on the stone walls. He lowers himself onto a simple bed of straw, his body aching but his spirit unwavering. He stares at his sword, resting beside him. Tomorrow, he will step into the arena, where real battle awaits. His eyelids grow heavy, and as sleep takes him, he dreams of victory, freedom, and the fight yet to come.
The sun breaks over the ancient walls of the Colosseum. Golden light spills onto the blood-stained sand of the arena floor. The great structure roars to life. The crowd is already chanting, stomping, howling for blood. Today is no ordinary fight. Gladicat tightens the leather straps on his armor. His sword rests across his back. His breathing is calm, focused. He knows what awaits him. 5 elite warriors, all at once. No mercy, no second chances. He lifts his eyes to the ceiling above. A slow breath leaves him. Let them come. Blinding sunlight floods the corridor. Sand kicks up with the wind. Gladicat steps forward. Head high. He emerges into the center of the Colosseum. The crowd explodes into wild cheers and screams. Across from him, 5 figures emerge from 5 separate gates. They spread out, circling Gladicat like wolves. Gladicat was thinking, is this the moment when everything will end, or it's just a beginning? The horn blows. In a heartbeat, chaos descends. Strike, but Gladicat rolls aside and counters with a precise slash. Blood sprays. The assassin falls. The ground shakes. Gladicat leaps high and drives his sword deep. One precise rhythm. Gladicat breathes. Blood drips from his blade. His stance lowers. The moment stretches. Then, he moves. He spins, claws flashing, knocking the staff away, and lands a hard elbow to the vulture's chest. Gladicat ducks the hammer, grabs the fallen staff, and uses it to pole vault behind him. One swift strike, and one more was down. He nods once in respect. Gladicat, Gladicat, Gladicat. He stands alone in the center. Gladicat lifts his sword to the sky. He doesn't roar. He doesn't gloat. He simply turns and walks away. The legend has been written in blood and sand. Judgment Day is over, and Gladicat has won. Confined within the cold embrace of his cell, Gladicat stares with burning intensity at the rusted bars, a silent vow of freedom taking root in his heart. As the distant echoes of footsteps fade into the night, a clandestine act unfolds. Gladicat retrieves a hidden rope, a lifeline coiled beneath the straw, promising escape from his grim reality. With deft precision, Gladicat secures the rope around his waist, a tangible symbol of his resolve. as he whispers, "No more cages, no more fights. Tonight, I vanish." In a declaration of defiance, Gladicat proclaims he will vanish. In the Colosseum's shadowed corridors, Gladicat moves like a phantom, his lithe form pressed against the ancient stone. Moonlight dances on Gladicat's blade, a silent promise of freedom as he nears the outer gate. Gladicat stealthily boards the wagon, his heart pounding as he seeks refuge among the grain sacks, his gaze fixed on the promise of freedom beyond the Colosseum gates. In a heart-stopping moment, a deafening clang shatters the silence. As the reveals his tail brushes a metal hook, the sound echoing through the stone halls. The Colosseum courtyard explodes into chaos as Roman soldiers storm in, their torches painting the night with fiery hues. With a surge of primal instinct, Gladicat bursts from the wagon, becoming a whirlwind of fur and defiance against the encroaching soldiers. A guard cries out, "The cat! He's escaping!" Despite his fierce resistance, trapped, Gladicat unleashes a furious storm of claws and defiance, hissing with unyielding resolve against his captors. Despite his valiant struggle, crushing his spirit with each tightening knot. As the spear-wielding guards encircle him, Gladicat defiantly proclaims, "You can cage my body, but never my soul." Bruised and gasping for air, Gladicat is hauled back to the training camp, the iron gates sealing his fate once more. In the heart of the Roman palace, the Imperator's icy gaze pierces through the torchlit marble throne room. His fury reverberates through the Senate as he recounts Gladicat's daring escape, igniting fear and suspicion among the senators, generals, and advisors. The Imperator's voice booms, underscoring the gravity of Gladicat's treason, setting the stage for unrelenting retribution. Amidst the clamor, General Vero's thunderous voice echoes through the court, demanding a public spectacle. Advisor Livia, her eyes gleaming with cunning, Gladicat will face Scipio. The mere whisper of Scipio's name casts a pall of dread, a testament to the fear and respect he commands. In the depths of Gladicat's shadowy cell, illuminated by a distant torch, Gladicat, though captive, emanates an aura of unyielding resolve. Whispers echo from beyond the cell walls, hinting at the arrival of Scipio himself to deliver the final blow. In the shadow of the Colosseum, a distant roar heralds the bloodthirsty games, the air thick with anticipation and dread. Behind the stoic mask, a single golden eye burns fiercely, a silent vow of resistance against the inevitable. From his lofty balcony, the Imperator raises his goblet. The Imperator proclaims, "Let judgment fall. Let Rome feast." The crowd is now a unified mass, and the spectacle is about to begin. In the heart of the Colosseum arena, Gladicat enters, greeted by a deafening roar that threatens to swallow him whole. Amidst the roaring chaos of the Colosseum, Gladicat's unexpected strikes momentarily stun the crowd, igniting a spark of hope. Scipio's fury erupts in a relentless storm of attacks, threatening to extinguish Gladicat's fragile defiance. Scipio, momentarily deceived, shifts his weight, unwittingly paving the path to his downfall. With a guttural yell, Gladicat slams his gladius into Scipio's exposed side. Scipio collapses, his armor clattering against the unforgiving stone floor as life ebbs away. An unnerving silence descends upon the colossal crowd, followed by an eruption of sound. In the oppressive darkness of a dank cell, shadows waltz on the cold stone walls, mirroring the tempest raging within Felix. Clutching a worn gladius, Felix seeks solace in the cold steel, a haunting reminder of his brutal past. His face, a canvas of remorse and resolve, tells a tale of battles fought and betrayals endured. From afar, the haunting echoes of the arena resonate. The sun intensifies the atmosphere as the eyes of the beasts glow with a chilling, primal aggression. In the heart of the arena's training grounds, Felix relentlessly hones his gladius skills, his ambition blazing in every strike. Amid the symphony of steel, the mentor warns, "Remember, Felix, the arena is not a game. It is a dance with death." "I understand, mentor. Am ready," his voice echoing with youthful eagerness and determination. Entranced, the crowd bears witness to a spectacle of skill and bravery, their cheers echoing through the arena, fueling the warriors' resolve. From within the opulent imperial box, Emperor Claudius observes the arena with detached amusement, a silent puppeteer orchestrating the spectacle below. With calculated indifference, Emperor Claudius declares, "The games are a necessary distraction for the masses." Advisor 1 echoes the emperor's sentiment, affirming, "Indeed, your majesty, they keep the people from questioning our rule." With a chilling undertone, Emperor Claudius adds, "And remind them of the consequences of disobedience. A valuable lesson, wouldn't you agree?" Advisor 2 affirms, "Absolutely, your majesty. The gladiators serve as a potent symbol of Rome's power." Precisely. Their victories are Rome's victories. Their deaths, a reminder of the price of defiance. In the arena, Gladicat fights through her injuries. In the heart of the Colosseum, Gladicat and Felix face a sea of Roman soldiers, their destinies hanging in the balance amidst the deafening roar of the crowd. In the heart of the Colosseum, the brutal dance of survival begins as Roman soldiers clash with Gladicat and Felix. Felix, though valiant, finds himself engulfed by the relentless tide of the Roman legion, his every move a desperate struggle. Amidst the chaos, Gladicat's unwavering resolve shines as he battles to safeguard Felix, his actions painting a vivid portrait of unwavering loyalty. Amidst the roar of the Colosseum, Felix crumples under the brutal strike of a Roman sword. Fueled by fury, Gladicat explodes into action, tearing through the Roman ranks with unstoppable force. Gladicat's rage knows no bounds as he decimates the Roman ranks to get to Felix. His every strike becomes a testament to friendship, a whirlwind of fury unleashed to safeguard his friend from the encroaching threat. In the heart of the Colosseum, Gladicat emerges victorious, the last Roman soldier defeated. As the crowd roars its approval, Gladicat kneels, cradling Felix, whose life ebbs away with each shallow breath. In the heart of the Colosseum arena, Gladicat frantically struggles to halt Felix's lifeblood from spilling onto the ancient sands. Gladicat's voice cracks with desperation as she pleads, "Felix, stay awake." Chaos erupts in the Colosseum arena as medics race to rescue the fallen Felix, their frantic movements painting a scene of desperate urgency. Gladicat watches as Felix is carried away, his fate hanging precariously in the balance. He stands guard outside the Colosseum, a vigil of hope and dread as the sun begins its solemn descent. The Colosseum looms, a silent sentinel guarding secrets as deep as the stones that form its walls. In the dimly lit arena, Gladicat practices his sword techniques, the weight of past battles heavy in the air. A sudden chill grips Gladicat, an eerie silence broken only by a ghostly whisper. A ghostly whisper fills the air, hinting at unseen forces at play. Amid the deafening chaos of the Gladiator barracks, the grim reality of impending death hangs heavy in the air. In the heart of the gladiatorial barracks, a stark reminder echoes. This is one of the visions Gladicat is experiencing. In the heart of the gladiatorial arena, Varro confronts a daunting adversary, his every move echoing with bravery. The arena trembles as Varro collapses, the vision intensifying Gladicat's resolve. Through the silent communion of combat, Gladicat honors Varro's memory, forging an unbreakable bond across the ages. In the heart of the gladiator barracks, shadows dance with torchlight as Lyra unveils her audacious battle strategy to her devoted team. With gestures as sharp as a blade, Lyra maps out their path to victory, each word a spark igniting their shared ambition. In a flashback to the gladiator arena, Lyra's team dominates, their flawless execution masking a fatal arrogance. Arrogance blinds them, a wounded adversary rises, turning victory into crushing defeat. Lyra falls, her defeat a stark reminder of the perils of overconfidence. In a moment of grim introspection, Gladicat acknowledges Lyra's tragic error, recognizing the deadly allure of overconfidence. Gladicat vows, "I must remain vigilant. Regardless of my advantages, complacency is a fatal flaw." In the heart of the Gladiator barracks, Titus, a man of unwavering resolve, subjects himself to a brutal training regimen. His every muscle strains and flexes as he relentlessly pushes his physical boundaries, fueled by the conviction that raw power is the ultimate weapon. With swift precision, the opponent exploits Titus' exhaustion, landing a decisive strike that shatters his dominance. From afar, Gladicat grimaces at the sight of Titus' defeat, a silent acknowledgement of his shortcomings. The arena is set as Gladicat prepares to face the mountain, a gladiator of unmatched strength. Gladicat stands firm, his eyes reflecting courage amidst the looming threat. In the heart of the arena, a brutal clash unfolds as the mountain relies on raw power, while Gladicat dances with the wisdom of fallen warriors. The mountain's brute force meets Gladicat's strategic brilliance in a dance of death. Gladicat's eyes gleam with focused determination as he anticipates each earth-shattering blow from the mountain. With lightning reflexes, Gladicat counters the mountain's brute force, turning his opponent's might against him. The mountain's frustration intensifies, leading to increasingly reckless attacks in the arena. In the heart of the Gladiator arena, Gladicat seizes the moment, unleashing a decisive blow that echoes through the roaring crowd. With swift precision, Gladicat's attack lands, silencing the mountain and igniting a frenzy of cheers from the captivated audience. In the heart of the Gladiator arena, Gladicat stands triumphant, embraced by the ethereal spirits of fallen warriors. Gladicat pays homage to his spectral mentors, his gratitude echoing through the hallowed grounds. A profound serenity descends upon Gladicat as the tormenting visions of battles past fade into the night.